Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a match between Trap and INnoVation here on Match Point. Bottom left, the Korean Protoss player Trap, and the top right here, we've got INnoVation under his Smurf name, well, his Brood War name anyway, Bogus. Okay, so this was played when they were both teenagers, alright? So this is 2010, they were in the same clan in Brood War, STX. And Trap was 16 and INnoVation was 17. These two players still play StarCraft 2 to this day, and both of them are among the elite in StarCraft 2 players in the entire world, okay? So I think it would be fun to cast these players, or I thought it would be fun, so here we are. A PvT here between two players who were, you know, just phenoms. When they were younger, right? 16 and 17 on a professional StarCraft team in 2010. I'm excited for this. Are you excited for this? Hit this like button if you are. Happy Monday, by the way. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed the Sunday stream that I had yesterday, where I cast user replays. We played stuff like free-for-all. We did use map setting stuff like the Battle for Helm's Deep, which is a lot of fun. If you're missing out on those, you should check them out. The VODs are always up as well, a couple hours after the stream ends, which is awesome to watch. But if you want to interact with me live, that's kind of a good way to do it. If not, like, the gosh darn best way to do it, I suppose. Anyway, anything crazy happening here? Not really. Barracks coming down here on the low ground for INnoVation. And on the other end, we've got a gateway coming up for Trap. God, it's so weird for me to say INnoVation and Trap in a Brood War match, because I've cast a ton of these guys in StarCraft 2. Which, by the way, if you're here because you're like, wait a second, I know that name, INnoVation. I love StarCraft 2. I clicked on this, but it's Brood War. What is happening? Yes, it's Brood War. It's an older replay, obviously, from 2010 for that purpose. But if you want to see my StarCraft 2 stuff, just search Falcon Paladin StarCraft 2 or Falcon Paladin SC2 in YouTube. You'll find me. It's a bit of a smaller channel than this one is, and I'm sure the Brood War fans will be very happy to hear that's the case. They do find themselves superior to the StarCraft 2 fans in general, and the same is true the other way around. So both sections of the StarCraft community generally tend to dislike each other and feel superior to the other one. I don't get it. StarCraft is StarCraft to me. I love it all. It is all of my children's. Couldn't choose one if you made me. I don't know. I love casting them both. I think I like playing StarCraft 2 more. I gotta say, as an older person, I'm 38, but as an older person, ooh, that SCV slipped right by. The quality of life improvements in StarCraft 2 just really appeal to me. Just the fact that workers rally to minerals automatically if you tell them to rally there, it's awesome. I personally do not enjoy making sure to check every base and grab every worker that's ever made and put them on the minerals. I can do it. Obviously, you've seen me macro in some of those Sunday streams, it's fine, but it's not as fun for me. And for other people, it is very fun, and I get that. I'm not going to tell anybody that they're wrong. Anywho, Dragoons on the way. Singularity Charge on the way. Are we surprised by any of this stuff from Trap? No. Bunker coming up the front. This looks to be a pretty standard opening to TVP. Expansion coming in from INnoVation at a really nice time, by the way. I mean, I really like this from INnoVation. I think he's done a fantastic job with his build, getting the barracks out, getting a handful of Marines out, getting the bunker up, and getting an expansion up at the same time. Now, traditionally, this is very, very bad for the Protoss. The Protoss needs to out-expand and out-macro the Terran player to win in most situations. I don't know which one of these players was better back in 2010. I get the feeling, based on the APMs here, they're probably pretty even. Like, I don't think either of them, like, won a premier tournament in Brood War or anything. But definitely doing well enough in Brood War to be picked up by a team. So, yeah, I gotta say, this is going to be a pretty good match. Finally expanding. My goodness. Did these Dragoons not even... I don't think they scouted or something. Were they looking for this SCV? What are you trying to hide with your scout? 2 more hits. SCV does see the expansion timing. Beautiful scout there. And then is going to scout pretty much nothing else. I mean, obviously the Cyber Corps just finished researching range for the Dragoons. Expansion running, man. And there's a factory here. 2 factories under production because of course. But these Dragoons can outrange this bunker. Oh, not from that position, apparently. Jeez, that was very dangerous. All right, so the Dragoons have finally shown up. I feel like they should have been here, I don't know, 30 seconds ago. But I guess they didn't have range until now. So it works out for Trap. I'm going to try to get some damage on in this bunker. Force some SCVs off the line right now because it is, I mean, we are two-basing it hard for INnoVation at the moment. 30 workers to 24 probes. Siege mode coming in, tanks in production. We're going to try to deal with this, not with spider mines today, but with siege tanks, which is totally fine. Totally viable strategy to go for those siege tanks. We see that. You got options as Terran is how you want to handle this early pressure. You can just go vultures with speed and spider mines and try to mess with them that way. Or siege tanks. And siege tanks is what is chosen here today in this particular match. What's fun about the older games is they were played in the older client and they've never been casted in the remastered client. That's kind of my job, is to find the older replays, put them in the remastered client, bring them to light, show people what StarCraft was like 10 years ago, which I think is a lot of fun. Like, the meta has changed more than I think some people understand. It's just really fun to see the evolution of StarCraft, and there has not been a balance patch for 18 years, which is crazy talk. 2002 was like 1.108, I think, was the final balance patch ever in StarCraft. I looked this up the other day to confirm it, and that was it. Any patches after that were bug fixes, right? Bug fixes, visual glitch fixes, things like that. So any changes to the meta have just been entirely player created. There have been overpowered strategies that have been handled by the players, and I really love that. Dude, 3 tanks, no. No, that's like a 1-to-1 ratio, siege tank to Dragoon. That's not going to happen for you guys at all. I'm going to go for a third base at all. I'm looking at it here, and I don't know. INnoVation's got 2 fully saturated bases. Got the armory, obviously. Going to go for Comsat because he is worried about Dark Templar, but at the moment, I'm not even close to that yet. Citadel of Adun is on the way. Big tech here has been observers to deal with spider mines that don't exist yet. So Trap may be making a bit of a mistake there. Maybe over-committing, too early committing here to observers when he doesn't need them for anything. Missile turret positions, it looks like just to catch observers, right? He doesn't want observers sitting over his production and seeing what comes out of these factories all the time. Oh! Goliaths already from INnoVation. That's some interesting stuff. I kind of really like that a lot, actually. Goliath DPS, pretty good. And look who's making a Stargate. I saw that in the production tab. Is he hiding it? Where is this thing? Oh, it's down at the bottom. Stargate. Is he just going fast Arbiter? We have seen this from time to time in TVP. As an attempt to go for fast Arbiter. Look at this Observer just skirting the edge of that missile turret coming in. Oh, you're going to take a hit or two here. Oh, that's dead. Okay, so dead Observer. But did catch a very nice glimpse of these Goliaths. And this is, I think this might be a push. I think INnoVation might just want to go here while he expands to a third base down to the minerals-only expansion. The Dragoons are going to try to delay this as much as they can. In a direct engagement, they're going to lose to this Marine Goliath tank setup. Easy peasy. Third base is now warping in from Trap. And Arbiter Tribunal is coming up. All right. So yeah, we're just going fast Arbiter. So fair enough, man. INnoVation, reading this correctly, going for the Goliath. Well, the Goliaths to help deal with that Arbiter. Spider Mine's coming in here too at 8 minutes, but getting Goliaths out faster seems to be the priority for INnoVation in this match. The Trap might even go for a 4th base, and I think that would be good for him for the long run, the long-term view of this match. SCV says, what do we got here? Bunch of Dragoons. Cool, that's fine, that's fine. Any upgrades? No. Anyone have any upgrades? No. +1 is just finishing up for the mech here, and bam, right as I complain about upgrades, INnoVation's got +1 completed. So it is 97 to 87 supply. Trap has more stuff, but again, siege tanks, great equalizer. If the siege tanks can get siege in a position where the Dragoons have to engage with them while the siege tanks are sieged, that's going to be rip. It's going to be rip to those Dragoons for sure. This engagement in the middle of the map, a little bit dicey, but nice kiting here from Trap. Again, 16 years old, playing at 330 APM in Brood War. Not too shabby, Trap. This is me not really critiquing any of your play right now. Oh, is he? Okay. He's just going to let this army go. He sees them. He's got the Observer. He's going to try to wipe out this third base. Ooh, this is interesting. This is really interesting stuff. 2 siege tanks, not really enough to get these Dragoons to go home. And nothing really to stop the tanks from doing this either. What is even happening right now? Okay, so he couldn't take down the 3rd base. He decided to come on back home. But now look, with siege tanks, I think you have to commit if you're going to just let INnoVation wander up here with his tanks, man. Okay, so the natural base dies. Look at the Goliath, just getting shots off on that shuttle too. That's pretty good, actually, preventing the bombs, right? The Zealot bombs are prevented a little bit by the presence of these Goliaths. Okay, so a couple of them do end up getting in there. Tanks, fire, and Dragoons trying to get on top of these dudes. I don't know. I don't think there's enough here from Trap. And that's it, man. Trap GG's out. Game 1 of our sneaky twofer is complete. INnoVation is your winner. He apparently, oh, Neo TV Live is here. This is probably cast live at some point, obviously. I like, for some reason, these guys are attacking. Okay. And they left. That was an interesting choice by Trap. Like, I kind of get the impulse to move over here and maybe kill the 3rd base. Get back in time to save your own natural, maybe even recall, but I would have to research recall first. I don't think he had any arbiters. One of them was in production here, too. I don't think he had it yet. Crazy choice, right? He's like, I'm going to kill this 3rd base and then run all the way home, maybe. He doesn't kill the 3rd base, which is a problem. And then he runs all the way home only to, oh, yes, there are too many siege tanks murdering your natural base already. We've got Spider Mines with a +1 attack. We're very mean. And natural base goes down, and that's it. He doesn't have enough army to dislodge this. There's reinforcing tanks coming across the map. He knows. Spider Mines to deal with Zealots. Dragoons also dealt with the Spider Mines. And that was it. So INnoVation just went for a pretty straightforward push. Trap was like, no? Please no? But the end. So that's it for our game 1 of our sneaky twofer. Let's check the score, and then we'll get into our game 2 real fast. 43,000 points for Bogus, 36,000 points for Trap, 111 to 90 produced units. If you outproduce the Protoss, that's pretty good. And then 46 to 19 kill ratio, sick. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much your win right there. Resources to just more gas mined, more minerals mined, and more total spent on effectively the same number of bases. So yeah, the fact that Bogus got his natural out as fast as he did, INnoVation did, and Trap couldn't really outexpand him or really bother him in a harassing manner, just spelled doom for the Protoss player. So let's move into game number 2. We will be right back. It's game 2 here on Destination between these two players. Top side INnoVation, he's orange for some reason. And down here it is Trap. Purple for some reason. Alright, so can't change it to red versus blue. I'm sorry for the colorblind viewers, but alright, so this is a very, very early probe here. Is this a cannon rush? Is Trap gonna cannon rush INnoVation? This is way, way too early for scouting, I feel like. But he's not throwing down a pylon back at home. Oh my gosh. It feels like this is going to be a cannon rush. Oh, do it. Do it, man. Do it. Throw it down. All right, pylon up. It's at least a proxy gateway or something. Oh, please be a cannon rush. I've not seen a cannon rush versus a Terran in a while on the channel. I need to get some cheese going, don't I? Been too long. Been too long since we've had a cheese compilation for the Brood War. Dude, this is he just gonna gateway? I think he's just gonna gateway. 150. Yeah, why cannon rush? Let's throw in a proxy. Oh, this is fantastic. And look at the second probe coming up too. The second probe is like, oh, just scouting at normal times, INnoVation. Don't mind me. La 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 la. I'm gonna try to harass your SCV building a barracks. Look at me go. This is all very normal stuff. You didn't need to scout down that way at all, friends. Oh, this is beautiful. So he's gonna, he's gonna get down there and see there's nothing happening, but by that point, Zealots will be in his main, killing his dudes. Oh, I don't know if he'll have anything to help here, Trap. Trap, are you successfully cannon rushing INnoVation? I kind of love this. What a reversal here. I don't know. I don't think INnoVation can hold this. I don't. Look at the delay on this barracks is beautiful. Out of Trap. Zealot in production. Second gateway finishing up here. Did the SCV turn back a little bit for some reason? I don't know why. I cannot believe. Okay, so barracks done. Marine in production. INnoVation might be suspicious at how much Trap is fighting here. Oh, look at this. Micro 2. Dude, he's gonna kill this SCV. Dude, he did not see that. He didn't. Okay, so the probe running, but doesn't want to run down to where the gateways are. One zealot alone is not going to do a whole lot. Two zealots going to be a lot better, but here goes nothing. Chad the zealot moving up. Ah! INnoVation says, what do we do? He's not throwing up a bunk. He did not see this coming at all. There's not a bunker. He's not making another barracks at all. He's going right into factory. If he can get a vulture out, and his vulture micro is insanely good, he might be able to do this. Dude, the SCV body block is sick right now. That bunker is under construction. The SCV pathing, screwing up the zealot pathing here is amazing. The fact that the SCVs, or the zealots can't get up this way, okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. And the bunker, oh my gosh, the bunker didn't finish. I think that might be your GG. Dude, one SCV wandering up here to like, just put the finishing touches on that bunker, yes, but do you have any Marines that are willing to come up to the bunker? No, this Marine's happy where he is, thank you very much, and that's a GG! Trap comes out on top in game 2. Look how INnoVation, look, apparently you still attack stuff with your units, even if you're left. Look at Trap left. It said Trap left over there. Okay, and now everybody's left apparently, but I have not seen this on the channel in some time. Artosis, somebody did it to Artosis, and she's compilation number 2, I think. That was a lot of fun. But dang, if you don't scout this as Terran, I don't know how you beat it. I really don't. This was an extremely clean win. I don't think a single zealot died here today, which is insane. 3 kill zealot, 4 kill zealot with 8 HP and 24 shields, man. What a boss. I like how the bunker finished, and this one Marine is like, I don't want to walk out here. I'll die. This zealot's going to kill me. That one's got 4 kills too. 11 kills on these zealots, and none of them died. Trap redeems himself from kind of, I want to say, a bit of a mistake in game number 1 that cost him that game. But that was so much fun. I don't even know what else to say. I think that was a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed it, because I had a lot of good time with it for sure. Yeah, I mean, Protoss players, try this on ladder. You can sneak it. If you can sneak, and I guess it helps if your opponent has a ginormous main base, and they're not building their barracks at the top of their ramp anywhere to see the probe sneak down here, but, you know, there are some things that have to go right for this cheese to work, and they all went right for Trap here today. I mean, this is a shellacking. 5,000 resource, or 5,000 points to 3,000 points. Killed is a 14-0. 14-0 kill death ratio. That's how you win games of StarCraft, everyone. 14-0 kill death ratio. And also resources, he did better because he actually had workers at the end of the game, and INnoVation totally didn't. Hoorah! Well, kind of a shorter, weirder cast today, but I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, because that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered with 2 StarCraft 2 Legends, playing the Brood War back in 2010. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe too, if you like what you saw, what you heard today. We're at 50,000 subs, man. We are growing every day too. I really appreciate everyone who has been subbing. And until next time, which is going to be tomorrow, as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy. And as always, take care of yourself. Goodbye.